fading in the dark, like floating in the ocean. People need the poison.
If you're not being heard in an environment, you're probably in the wrong environment. Go somewhere where you are valued. So I'm going to speak up, and if you don't like it, then that is unfortunately a struggle that you have to deal with, you know?
Y'all heard of this? Hurry and hurry? Yeah. It's rooted in authenticity, resilience, and bold ownership of her story. And it's a family business. She was telling me everybody has their hands in this business. And everything's so beautiful. Let's give it up for Alaksha. Title. So we just gave them all your accolades, but who are you behind all that, beyond the title?
So I am a mom, I am a wife, and I know who I am. I am here for a purpose, and I know what that purpose is.
Ooh, that's a statement right there. I'm here for a purpose, and I know what that purpose is. Yeah, you can give it up. That's beautiful. All right, great. Next question. This is like a speed round. Let's shoot for one word or short phrase, and let's start at our end here. What podcast is in heavy rotation for you right now?
So I listen to a lot of Napoleon Hill. I don't know if anyone knows Napoleon Hill, Earl Nightingale, and Bob Proctor. Just want to improve myself.
What's one value you try to live by every day?
So my value wasn't on that list, but it is gratitude.
How many gratitude is everyone? Last speed round. What song or phrase instantly fires you up or boosts your confidence?
Fight Song by Rachel Platten.
Yeah, that's a good one. I love that one.
Yeah.
Yes. When you think about your leadership journey, what value has grounded you the most, especially in moments of doubt or pressure?
Okay, so for me, it's relentless perseverance.
Okay.
Because we all face troubles. And for me, I think if you persevere, you can do it.
Okay.
And I also always think about my why. I think it's very important.
I'm not sure. I'm going to switch.
Okay.
Persevere, we're persevering.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we are. I think it's very important for all of us to remember why we are doing what we are doing. Why is it important to you? And for me, it's very personal. It's, do we have time to just talk about it? Okay. So for me, growing up was very tough, my childhood. My parents worked really hard. They did the best they could. I grew up in India. But my grandfather played a very, very important role in my life. And he paid for my education to go to Australia. He helped us financially when we needed help. So he paid for my education, and I promised him that I'm going to do something good with this. So that promise, always, I remember that, and so that's my why.
That's beautiful. I'm glad you told that story.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
A lot of people minimize their wins. I do. We just think, oh, that's just one more thing, and we move on really quick, right? How many of you can minimize your wins? I had an executive on the call yesterday from Fidelity Investments, and in the chat, she was like, why is it so hard for us to remember the things that we do well? She's a high executive at Fidelity, and I was like, what? How are you possibly, girl, you're like all the things, like I want to be you. And in the chat, she said that, and I was blown away by it. We all do this, right? So what helped you start owning your accomplishments without apology?
Okay, so for me, I grew up in India, and my culture is very different from, a lot of people. So we had to always be very submissive. Women, especially, our role was, you get married, you take care of the family, your place is in the kitchen, and you take care of your in-laws, you take care of, everyone else but yourself, basically. So when I started doing really well in my business, I wasn't able to actually enjoy that and let people know how proud I am of myself, because my place, and unfortunately, it's so sad because it still sometimes happens to me where from certain family members from my in-law side, they still tell me that, you know, you need to be at home taking care of your in-laws, or you need to be at home taking care of the kids. Forget about your business. So, or if I have, I've met some of my male family members who feel that a male always does better than a woman. So if a woman does something more or something better and is very successful, she's doing something wrong, and I need to show her that, hey, that's not how it's done, this is how it's done. So my whole career I've had this in my head, you know, always people telling me what I'm doing wrong. So I never really felt comfortable accepting my success and talking about it. So then my son actually introduced me to Napoleon Hill and mindset, and just to learn to love yourself. And that's what I started 2 years ago. And I said, why not me? You know, I'm working so hard. This is my achievement, and I'm proud of it. So I'm going to speak up. And if you don't like it, then that is unfortunately a struggle that you have to deal with. You know.
At the same time, I love the way you said that.
It's not me. And what I realized is, you know, even imposter syndrome, it's not you, it's what you have gone through.
Yeah.
And that's why you think that way. And then you just have to change your mindset and learn to love yourself and realize that you're worth it. You know, you're a woman, so what? Women are nurturing, they take care of the children. They know better how to empathize and be compassionate than men a lot of times. And I'm sorry to say that, but that is in our nature. You know, we are very nurturing. So if you are being successful, own it. Why not? You know, just go for it, and don't worry about what anyone else says. They have their struggles. You empathize with them. Hopefully, they will, you know, see the light. But don't hide your light. Don't dim your light. Yes, just go out there and be proud of it. And that's what I am now.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
Complete this sentence. My confidence grows when I
believe in myself, and I know my purpose, and I don't worry about what anyone else thinks of me.
Okay. Women of a certain age sometimes feel invisible when they walk in a room. And how do you apply these ideas about being confident when maybe the world overlooks you or looks over you? And so, like, how can you turn the dial on that, turn it up?
And also, one more thing I realized is, if you're not being heard in an environment, you're probably in the wrong environment. Go somewhere where you are valued.
Can you talk a little bit about what your board of directors or your community looks like?
Yeah.
For me, it's my family. Honestly, because sometimes when I'm doubting myself and I feel that, you know, can I really do this? My husband pushes me. He says, no, you can do it. We are going to support you. He's got a full-time job, but still, you know, he makes sure that he takes time to support me, to encourage me. My children, they encourage me. You know, they're like, Mama, you're so good at cooking. You know, you can open this restaurant. You can do this. You can do that. In fact, my son, he's right here. He said, Mama, you can start a YouTube channel. You know, teach people how to cook Indian food. So guess what? Just yesterday we filmed our first episode, and he has. So he started this YouTube channel for me, and he's going to post it today. But, you know, surround yourself by people who are not only going to encourage you, but they'll also give you real feedback. You know, they'll critique you. My husband, when he tries my food, everyone says, oh, it's so good, and he said, no, salt is not enough, it's too spicy. So that I know, you know, I'm going to get some honest feedback. So surround yourself by people, with people who actually really care about you and give you that honest feedback. Only then you can improve.
Stuck at just, and I'm not scared.
wife for so long. So we identify ourselves by our husband, our children, our career. It's me finding my identity outside of them.
Got it. I got it. That's helpful. That's helpful.
So I can speak a little bit about that because I have been in the same situation. You know, I was a stay-at-home mom for 20 years, took care of the kids, and then I was like, now what? So maybe just take some time for yourself. What really helped me is first finding my purpose. What do I want to do in my life? I have this one life. What can I do to make a difference? I started meditating. I started visualizing. I'm like, you know, I need to find peace within me. I need to understand myself. I need to know myself first before I can give more to others. If my cup is empty, I'm pouring out of an empty cup. So fill your cup first. Find yourself first. You know, do things that make you happy. And take that time for yourself. Otherwise, you're just burning out, taking care of everyone else. You want to do the nonprofit organization? Put your energy on that. You know, first focus on you, making sure that you are ready, and then just put your energy on that. So then you have that purpose. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do for others. And then your family will come on board. They'll support you.
I was chasing high.